Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. A very good morning to the honorable judges, teachers and my fellow friend. My name is Nur Intan Balqis binti Mohd Nordin. I am currently studying in Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Sultan TAJUL ARIFFIN. During my leisure hour, I will fill my time by writing short essay and read historical novel which bring us to our next topic. I've recently read a book called Nayan the Warrior, adapted by Sana. The book was published by Mohd Resources publication in 2005 at Semenyih, Selangor. The Malay classic series are historical stories modified with a more interesting line. All the stories in this series are related to the history of Malay Peninsula. This book also dwells with various themes like battlefield stories, sadness, misery, happiness, and triumphs of warrior. These stories include the legend of Tun Perak, Tun Fatimah, Tun Kudu, and many more. This book has 6 chapters. That night, the house of Awang Panjang, a well-known warrior and silat master in Kampung Belum Lima, was brightly lit with rows of oil lamps and wooden torches surrounding the house. Each and every student has performed and proved their ability with the look of satisfaction and pride. The next morning, Nayan and Sulaiman cycled to Gua Kepayang. Sulaiman asked Nayan's help to help the people who being victimed by those wealthy people, but not in a good way. They will ask and talk politely with the rich people. However, if they don't contribute help, they will have to be killed. The reality is, they just take advantage of Nayan, who is killed in Silat. Soon, after there was a swearing ceremony to commemorate Nayan as the warrior. Nayan and his men has undertaken tactics to their robbery activities. The state of Kedah has offered attractive reward to anyone who would capture Nayan dead or alive. One day, the police of Simpang Empat were informed that Nayan and his men would stop by his village for a short rest after their robbery trips. Sergeant Mahmud instructed all his men to prepare a strategy to trap Nayan. The clock in their house showed it was 2 o'clock. Nayan's troop was numbering to 100 men, each carrying weapons such as kris, spears, sword, daggers, knife, and gun. There were a lot of gunshots and some of Nayan's men fell on the ground. The police continued shooting toward Nayan, but shockingly, none of the bullets has affected Nayan and he remained uninjured. Nayan and his group successfully robbed and escaped. One day, Hussein, who is the one of Nayan's men, planned something so that Nayan will be arrested by the police. He tells Nayan that he really needs his help to ensure that he is always safe during his journey to back his village. Nayan felt sympathy and agreed to accompany him. While on the way, Hussein invited Nayan to rest in a small hut. While they were resting in the small hut, Hussein gave some drugs to Nayan. Meanwhile, the police have surrounded every corner of the small hut to arrest Nayan. Finally, Nayan was arrested and imprisoned. There was nothing left we could do because all that was in the past. All that was done could not be done. Among the lessons that we can learn from this storybook is that we should have high sense of identity so that we are not easily influenced by the words of others and do something that brings hatred and madness. That's all for my book review on Nayan the Warrior. Thank you for listening.